Starting our Friday with the latest from Loathe, Gifted Every Strength. Released today as my pick of the day today. Hopefully you're ready for the weekend as much as I am. I want to get out of here and just go walk around somewhere, go out into nature. Earlier on in the week, I had a big-time headache from all the amount of overworking that I do around here. And so I was like, you know what? Instead of sitting at home, talking to the homies on Discord, I instead walked around the green belt, and that cured my headache. Isn't that funny? Trees and nature can just help everything. So, yeah, I might need to go outside and walk around tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're set to have like 80-degree weather, so pretty soon, instead of all of us complaining about the cold, we'll all be complaining about the heat. Tomorrow is also the first day of the Idaho Falls Farmers Market, so I might go check that out as well. It's supposed to be bigger and better than last year. 173 vendors in total, up to 141 from last year. They're also expanding the usual space over on 600 Memorial Drive in Idaho Falls to 6 blocks. It was quite crowded last year. About 8,000 to 9,000 people, with some weeks reaching as high as 12,000. Be prepared for it to be even crazier this year. You can find more info on the Idaho Falls Farmers Market at eastidahonews.com. It's Peaches here, and you can reach me at 208-535-1015. I'll be calling some people for the KBear 101 Secret Sound with the Advocates injury attorney. Speaking of super crazy this year, about to reach $1,000. We're currently sitting at $951. I'll be calling some people this afternoon, and at some point this hour, I might give out that cue to call. Not just yet, but when you hear that cue, be caller 20 at 208-535-1015. Guess the sound correctly and win all that money. Let's see if we can break $1,000 today. For at least a decade, it seemed like every movie out there has been a remake, a sequel, a prequel, a spin-off of some sort. But this year, finally, in 2025, some originals are doing well in the box office. So far this year, the biggest box office take has belonged to the Minecraft movie. Who would have thought? I thought that movie would have tanked. I know the reviews for it are not that good, but, you know, it's more so, I feel like in 10 years, going to be considered a cult classic because of all the calamity that happened in the theaters. Imagine telling kids 15, 20 years down the line, back when the Minecraft movie first came out, there were people that when they heard the words chicken jockey that threw popcorn soda all over the theater. I talked about that one particular video where the guy brought in an actual chicken to the movie theater, causing the screening to be stopped, and some people were even arrested. I'm sure people got arrested with this whole thing. Imagine that. You caused a scene at the Minecraft movie. You go out of the theater in handcuffs. But yeah, that movie has raked in $355 million so far. And last week, Sinners had the biggest first week for a horror film since 2019 with $48 million. So, but we'll see what happens later this month. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning comes out. How many Mission Impossible movies are there? How many Mission Impossible? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8. There's 8 of them. Are they all with Tom Cruise? Are they also like, I'm sure there's going to be more than just this last one. The Final Reckoning Part 2. There's going to be the Final Reckoning Part 3. There's going to be like, oh, this will be the Final Reckoning, we promise. And then the next one will be called The Final Reckoning. You thought the last one was the last movie or something like that. You ever been told you bring nothing to the table? Obviously, I've been told by that. I've been told I do that more so by my dad more than anyone else. But unlike most of us, one guy turned that into an actual career. Shoji Morimoto, legend king of the slackers, got fired for doing nothing at work. And his supervisor was like, yeah, you do nothing all day. So instead of improving, he monetized it. Now he makes over $80,000 a year, literally renting himself out as a do-nothing friend. He'll wait at the end of your marathon, show up to your party, sit in on your Zoom call while you redecorate your bedroom, maybe fill your seat at a concert you can't make, all without opinions, enthusiasm, or emotional depth. Honestly, he's the human version of airplane mode. He wrote a book called Rental Person Who Does Nothing, where he explains his only skill is being present and not annoying. Is that actually true? Is that listed on Amazon? Let me check this out. Rental Person Who Does Nothing book. Oh, a memoir. There it is. Yeah, a real book. And he talks about it. It's being sold for $11. Good for him. Good for him. Wow. So if you're broke, exhausted, personality free, you might want to buy that book and do what Shoji Morimoto's been doing this entire time. Why not start off our Shot Clock Sports Update with the 151st running of the Kentucky Derby? Tomorrow is when it's happening at Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky. 20 horses are expected to be out of the gates around 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The race lasts about 2 minutes, which is why it's known as the greatest 2 minutes in sports. It's also the oldest continually run sporting event in the United States. While the race only lasts 2 minutes, the TV coverage lasts for hours. If you're interested in watching maximum coverage, start watching the USA Network and Peacock at noon Eastern Time, 10 a.m. our time here. The favorites to win the race are Journalism at 3-1, Sovereignty at 5-1, and Sandman at 6-1. Other fun names of horses in the race include Grande, Flying Mohawk, Coal Battle, and be careful. Oh, I can't even say that. It says be careful with the pronunciation here. I'm not even going to do so. I feel like I just thought of a fun game while talking about this. Racehorse or radio DJ? And you could say Peaches. Well, obviously it's radio DJ, but could you imagine Peaches as a racehorse? Of course you could. Of course you could. Entering the playoffs, more money had been wagered on the Los Angeles Lakers to win the finals than on any other team, especially after they traded for Luka Doncic. Then on Wednesday, the Lakers were knocked out of the playoffs in the first round. The Lakers are now making their off-season vacation plans. The bettors, they're licking their wounds, and the sports books are laughing all the way to the bank. The post-game confrontation between the Milwaukee Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo and the father of Indiana Pacers guard Tyrese Halliburton earlier this week has resulted in some consequences. The dad, John, will not attend any Pacers home or road games for the foreseeable future. If you haven't heard about this, after the Bucks lost to the Indiana Pacers, John Halliburton, Tyrese Halliburton's dad, ran onto the court, went right up to Giannis, and showed him a picture of Giannis's baby right after they lost the series. And it's like, imagine running up to a 7-foot, very athletic NBA player and trying to start a fight with that guy. What a dummy. I'm glad he's gone. That does it for your Shot Clock Sports Update right here on KBear at 101. We have a few birthdays in the building today. We have Justin from 105 The Hawk. We have Chantel, Josh's wife from Classy 97. Also her birthday today. And it's also YouTube's birthday. YouTube just turned 20 years old, which feels weird because, yeah, I remember the early days of watching YouTube, sneaking onto it as a kid because for some reason I was real young. My parents didn't allow me on there. And what did I do? Sneak onto the computer as they left, watched YouTube videos, and was like, why exactly do my parents not want me on here? YouTube all started with one 19-second video called Me at the Zoo, and it's still up to this day. Just a dude standing in front of elephants. That's it. That was ground zero for the cultural hurricane that eventually brought us conspiracy theories, mukbangs, 37-part breakdowns of why every Marvel movie is secretly mid. Since then, over 20 billion videos have been uploaded. There's now a Billion Views Club, basically the YouTube version of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. To celebrate 2 decades of destroying our attention spans, YouTube's adding some new features like personalized radio stations, voice replies to comments, something called a Yoodle, which is just corporate speak for click this logo and get rickrolled. Even in 2025, we're still doing that. So happy birthday to YouTube. Thanks for the music videos, the late night rabbit holes, teaching all of us how to change a tire using a guy named DIY Doug 420, things like that. Hey, make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube at KBear 101 RMG. Well, this is fantastic news. Gotta love this. I'm being very sarcastic here. A new report says concert merch prices are about to explode, higher than what they already are. Like worse than a $50 t-shirt, according to this article here. Thanks to the new tariffs, most band merch, which is made in Asia or Central America, is about to double in price. Standard t-shirts could jump from $30 to $65. Hoodies, more like $150. There's no way. Absolutely no way at all I'm going to be buying any concert merch anytime soon. I just can't do it. I can't spend $150 on a hoodie. That's utterly absurd. That's crazy. Even posters. The AC/DC show poster that I have, $75 because it's limited edition and it has that cool foil. Whoop-de-doo, all right? But, it was the last time to ever see AC/DC really because, let's be honest, they're retiring after this year. After seeing them at the Rose Bowl, I'm like, this has to be it. Brian Johnson's 77, Angus is 70. Angus can still somewhat move. Brian Johnson, I mean, he's close to 10 years older. He can still move better than most near 80-year-olds, but still, he's almost 80. It's like you might as well just retire and enjoy the time that you have left, right? Yeah, I'm good. I don't feel like buying concert merch. I mean, $150 for a hoodie. So many other things I could buy for that much money. All right, so I'm going to call somebody. Let's call Cody in Idaho Falls, see if he'll answer the phone for the KBear 101 Secret Sound, powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys.
Hello?
Cody, how's it going? It's Peaches from KBear.
How you doing, Peaches?
I'm calling because I'm hoping to give you $976.
That would be sweet.
Yeah. So I'm going to play you the KBear 101 Secret Sound with our friends at the Advocates, and then if you get it correct, I'll have to give all this money to you. Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Let me get the sound ready. I wasn't ready on my end. Let me pull up my soundboard here, and here we go. And one more time for you. Have you seen the incorrect guesses at the on the form there?
I have.
Okay, and there was one clue that Victor gave out saying a few of those guesses came really close. So what is your best guess for $976?
My best guess would be changing like the foam cover or the hair cover on a mic.
Oh, you're right. Like the foam cover, like yeah. All right, let's see. Is that the correct answer or not for $976? Let's see if you make it to 1,000 or not.
No.
I'm sorry, Cody. That is incorrect. That was actually a really good guess, and I was messing with the foam mic cover yesterday, and it sounded like that secret sound. So that was a really good guess there, man. A really good guess. Appreciate you answering the phone, by the way, and who knows, I might call you again in the future.
Sounds good.
Hey, man, you have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend.
Yep, you too.
All righty. If you haven't signed up through the apps, the KBear Alt or Cannonball app, make sure to do so. The KBear 101 Secret Sound, powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. All right, Brandy, you still there?
Yes.
All right. The reason why I had to put you on hold for a brief second is I had to go find Victor before he. At the time this call airs, it's like 5 p.m.
That's fine. Why aren't you airing it at 5?
I'm trying to evenly space it out. I can play it right now, right after the call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Get to it.
Fine. All right, Brandy. Well, the thing is that I have the other one set to air at like 3.
Then you better move it. Just air them quick one after the other.
You're messing with my whole thing.
Why would you wait that long to air it?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any
sense. It just keeps the show flowing.
Just air them like chop. Throw them in between songs, dude. Come on, bro.
Well, the reason why I brought Victor in here is because if you guess this one incorrectly, Brandy, we're going to cut off the jackpot, and we're actually going to add even more money to the jackpot, then cut it off.
We're adding just a little bit more. Jade said, we can have a total of $1,048?
Yes, and right now it is currently sitting at $1,001.
All right, so we might throw in another $47, but only if you get it wrong. If not, you win $1,000.
I'm hoping I get it right.
I'm hoping you do too, because I would love to hook up $1,000 before I walk out the door here.
I would love it too.
All right, Peaches.
All right, so the secret sound is ready. Are you ready, Brandy?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. I'll play it once more at a higher volume.
Looked awfully loud, Peaches. Just messing with you, bro. Keep going.
Should I play it once more at even higher volume?
Sure.
Well, here we
Bring
go.
it all the way up.
And the last guy had a pretty good guess of taking the foam mic cover on and off the microphone, and I was kind of doing that too. I was like, it kind of sounds like it.
It's similar.
All right, Brandy, have you seen the incorrect guesses on the site?
Yes, I have. But then you made that comment about the mic, and now I'm hoping my guess is right.
Ooh. All right. Well, we're very excited to see what your guess is for the secret sound powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. All right, Brandy, what is the secret sound?
Is it the end of a record when the music's done playing and it just keeps going?
Oh, yeah, that does kind of sound that way. Mm-hmm.
Like when a DJ also does the...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Monkeying with that record player and needle. So when the record reaches the end and the needle's getting ready to reset, basically?
Yeah.
All right. For $1,001.
Victor, is that the secret sound?
No! Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry, Brandy. Not the secret sound.
Okay.
Oh, dang
Keep
it.
calling me back. I'll keep guessing.
That's what I was... That was a whole lot friendlier than what I was about to play. The whole...
You get nothing. You lose.
Yeah, that's not very nice,
Good
Peaches.
day, sir.
Not friendly.
Well, Brandy
I like
made it $1,048. I feel like she intentionally guessed it wrong, so that way we can call her again in
And
the
she'll win
future,
more money.
And she'll win more money.
I mean, an extra $47 is $47.
That's a lot of money, to be quite honest.
This
That's
day and
filling
age,
up my car.
that'll buy you 5 dozen eggs.
That's right.
Buy you a movie theater popcorn.
Right?
Well, Brandy, good luck on the next round. And who's your favorite radio station?
KBear 101.
So I saw this question on Ask Reddit. I would try to ask it for to each their own, but I would be worried if I got some like crazy answers with this one. How and where did you get banned for life? And one of the top replies on Reddit, Walmart. And the guy just said, I simply got on the intercom. Is it that easy to get banned from Walmart nowadays? Because Walmart used to be like the wild zoo of stores. Like it used to be, there used to be people of Walmart Instagram accounts. I don't think they have those anymore. I think Walmart has sort of become normal. At least it's normal here in Idaho. You go anywhere else, especially in Southern California, oh my God, is it bad. It's real bad. Not as bad as it used to be, but still bad. You know, Target was like the place to go to. One guy said, my local supermarket, even though I did nothing wrong. Usually when they say something like that, they feel like they did nothing wrong, but they actually did. He says, when I went in every morning, when I was at school I would buy pastries at the bakery section for my breakfast. One day, a member of staff I didn't recognize approached me and flat out accused me of shoplifting, saying they had caught me at the bakery section stealing stuff on the CCTV. I asked him how he knew it was me, and he said, because you have long hair and are wearing a school uniform. Okay. Let's move on. I am banned from multiple subreddits because I have committed the offense of being subbed to other subreddits they don't like. Is that true? Do people take Reddit that seriously? I mean, I would get it if you were like working at Pepsi and you're drinking Coke on the job. That's a big no-no. Working at Nike, wearing Adidas. I get it. But if you're on Reddit following other subreddits and some like loser that's a mod on a subreddit goes, oh, he follows this one, let's delete him. They need to get a life. 100%. This is pretty nuts. You ever walk into your house and smell cucumbers, but like no one in your home is healthy enough to actually own and eat cucumbers? Well, in Massachusetts, that smell might mean you're not about to get a salad, you're about to get bit. Yeah, it turns out the scent of cucumbers can be a sign there's a venomous snake nearby. Imagine that. Specifically in eastern Copperhead, which apparently smells like a produce aisle with a vendetta. If your house suddenly smells fresh and spa-like, you better not relax. You better run. That's intense. An eastern Copperhead just waiting there. No sound, no nothing. You just smell cucumbers. I barely even know what a cucumber really smells like. And I don't want to be that weirdo that goes to the grocery store like Winco, walks up to the cucumbers and just starts going and smelling each one of them to be like, okay, so that's what an eastern Copperhead looks like. I talked about this previously. If you want to be more manly, just lift weights, eat more protein. Don't be that dude that shaves off his eyebrows, or not eyebrows, eyelashes. Don't do either. Some men are shaving off their eyelashes to appear more masculine. That doesn't make you more masculine. It makes you look super creepy. Those tiny hairs that protect your eyes from dust and debris, forget about them. Make them bald like me. That's right. This trend started with a Turkish barber, Ferhat Kaylan. I believe that's how you say his name. He posted a video of trimming a client's eyelashes. The video went viral, and now barbers from Turkey to New Zealand are offering eyelash trims. They saw it as a way to just make money. That's about it. They're like, sure, we'll take some idiot that walks in here wanting to shave off their eyelashes. Medical experts are of course, raising concerns, noting that eyelashes serve crucial functions like triggering the blink reflex and keeping eyes moist. Yeah, so if you're considering this trend, maybe think twice. Your eyelashes are there for a reason. It's now that time for To Peach Their Own. I ask you a question. You give me your best answer at 208-535-1015. I decided to go to AI again and be like, hey, you know what? Give me a question that would spark a fun debate. And this one said, what's a universally loved thing that you just don't get the hype about? I'm trying to think of what my answer would exactly be. I see Doug Gourmet Coffee. I get that one for sure. Kenny wrote cheesecake in Avatar movies. Sounds like a great combo to me. I love cheesecake. It's my all-time favorite dessert. Something about it. And you can't eat more than one slice. Like if it's a hefty cheesecake and you eat like 2 slices, you're going to feel it. And it's a horrible feeling, but then you're like, okay, you know what? I just dove into my favorite dessert. Why did I do this to myself? I don't know. It's a confused feeling. Captain Zach, one of our loyal listeners, shout out to him. Stanley mugs, Pokemon cards. People are just flipping Pokemon cards and Stanley mugs. I mean, just carry your drinks around. That's about it. Starbucks from Damien. That's a typical answer, I figured. We would also get like Sleep Token, Ghost, our current administration, things like that. 208-535-1015. What's a universally loved thing that you just don't get the hype about? Let me know your answer. Imagine getting your car stolen and then accidentally buying it back. That's exactly what happened to a guy in the UK named Ewan Valentine. His Honda Civic Type R was swiped right off his driveway. A few weeks go by, the cops hit him with the classic, we're still investigating shrug, so he starts shopping for a replacement. And wouldn't you know it, he finds the exact same model for sale. Same year, same color, same pine needles in the trunk. I'm joking about that. The car just connected when he plugged his phone in. And turns out he literally bought his own stolen car for $26,000. That's like getting mugged and then Venmoing the guy a tip later. How would you not know? Because like if, let's say my car gets stolen and somehow I have the money to buy the same exact make and model. I go to the guy. Is the guy masked? No, because he didn't see the guy. He probably doesn't have a camera either for his driveway. I was about to say, wouldn't he recognize the guy? But most likely he didn't. But I mean, even if you like don't recognize the guy, you can still buy the car or go to sit in it, test drive, and be like, you know what? This feels awfully like my car. Because wouldn't your car have like a certain smell to it? Mine has like the Bath and Body Works air freshener. And so I would know immediately once getting inside, the seats pushed all the way back. I'm very observant when it comes to this type of stuff. There would be like certain things like on the door. There's a couple scratches from my foot going out in and out of the car and my shoe scraping against the door, things like that. I would know immediately unless this guy like did a complete restoration and then flipped this guy's car against him. I don't know how I feel about this, but overall, don't be dumb. Your car gets stolen. I would say, wait till either it's confirmed that it's gone or I buy a new one. And that's it. I should have mentioned this earlier on in the show. I was, Victor earlier on this year was like, hey, you know what? Maybe I should start making merch for my show. And I was thinking, you know what? Considering that video of me at the Mountain America Center waiting for the Tom Segura show has gotten like 7,000 views on our Facebook page alone. It's gotten thousands more on our other social media platforms. Josh just recorded me. If you haven't seen it, check it out at KBear at 101 FM. I was sitting in section 117 at the Mountain America Center, and Josh from Classy 97 as well as Chantel, they were in section 110. I'm very easy to spot. Very, very easy to spot. Like if you go to a rock show and I'm there with Victor, you can easily spot me, and then Victor is usually right next to me for the most part. But Josh recorded me all by myself, like the entire section all around me, completely empty. So I made an edit myself, posted it on the KBear page, and it sort of sparked this thing about starting a merch line, a shirt that says "I am one of Peach's pals." So I just took like some metal font and said, "Hey, Chat GPT, could you come up with a potential design for a t-shirt like this?" Obviously, if we were to make an actual t-shirt, no, we would not use AI for those anti-AI freaks that are screaming all over social media. Like, I get it. I would never use AI for anything art related. But this was just like a rough concept to post on our Facebook page today and be like, hey, would you cop a shirt that looks like this if there was one made by an actual artist? And what do you know? Like, there was a good amount of people that said, yeah. So I'm thinking, maybe I should. Maybe I should make a Peaches Pals t-shirt. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty funny. Like I said, KBear 101 FM. The latest from Chevelle, Rabbit Hole Cowards Part 1. It's Peaches here. And I got this awesome email from Jade earlier today talking about the results of Idaho Gives 2025. We've been saying, hey, donate to any nonprofit here in Idaho. Support the ones that me and Victor pointed out, or support your own. And this year, I helped support the Snake River Animal Shelter. Victor supported the Pocatello Free Clinic like he does every year. It's both awesome nonprofits. And sure enough, I was looking at the information, and it says, thank you all so much for making history. $5 million. Right after midnight last night, $5,010,195 raised for all the Idaho nonprofits. 627 nonprofits were donated to. Over 13,000 donors, right? Isn't that awesome? $5 million going to these places. I wish I saw, can I look up Snake River Animal Shelter and see if they have the results right there on the homepage? I love that place. You know, they have, they're the only no-kill animal shelter serving all of East Idaho. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even realize that. They have their annual intake/adoption report each year. So far, for 2024, they had 1,313 pets adopted to people. Yeah, great people over there. I really need to go ahead and visit there, go check out the animals they have. Maybe I adopt a pet. Maybe I finally decide to do so. I mean, my allergies would hate me. I'll probably start sneezing. I probably need to take an allergy medication every day. But you know what? To have a cute doggo around the peach pad, I'd love to have one. You know what? Maybe just like the KBear 101 Secret Sound powered by the Advocates. You know how we're calling people for that? Maybe I should just try calling people for to peach their own. Just be like, hey, I need your answer for my question of the day. Today's question, in case you're just now tuning in, what's a universally loved thing that you just don't get the hype about? I saw TikTok from Robin, which, I mean, to me, Instagram seems pretty much just dead. Like, Instagram Reels are the only thing really driving Instagram nowadays. I used to get so many more reactions from people or people that were active on Instagram back in the day, and now I don't really see them on there at all. I mean, most people have quit social media altogether, but I know the ones who are still on social media for the most part are on TikTok. Speaking of TikTok, we're on there, KBear at 101 FM. We decided to go back onto TikTok finally, and we've been posting videos for a little while now. You can see a clip of my conversation with Rory Rodriguez of Dayseeker on there. You can see that famous video of me looking all alone at the Mountain America Center. Thanks to Josh from Classy 97 for filming that one. Erasmo put Crocs on today's question, which I have talked about how I want to get a pair of Crocs just for the fun of it. They're cheap. They seem comfortable. They seem like the perfect shoes that you put on to go take the trash out, things like that, you know? What's a universally loved thing about, a loved thing that you just don't get the hype about? Let me know, 208-535-1015, or I can just move on to something else. No big deal. All right, I give up on trying to get answers for to peach their own. I feel like everyone's mentally checked out, ready for the weekend. They're just wanting Saturday to get here so they can do whatever they want to do. Plus, I think for the most part, people are wanting to tune in for the Secret Sound powered by the Advocates, which is already done for today. I mean, we tried once during the 9 a.m. hour, got an incorrect guess, then tried again during the 2 p.m. hour, got an incorrect guess, and then I tried calling a couple more people, and sure enough, they guessed it incorrectly, and now they've maxed out our jackpot at $1,048. That's a whole lot of money. Should I ask ChatGPT what exactly can $1,048 get you. Let's see here. Wait a minute. I love how like Chat GPT is like, it isn't life-changing money, but it's enough to make a dent in your budget or blow irresponsibly in a glorious blaze of consumerism. To me, it's life-changing money. I mean, if I got $1,048, goes right to the car payments. Right there. It takes my car total. It makes it even smaller. It says here 1 month of rent. Smart choices. Wow. Chat GPT decided to give me some smart choices. 1 month of rent in some parts of Idaho, or a third of a closet in San Francisco. A decent new laptop, which is something that I personally need. 3 months of groceries, or maybe a one week of groceries, considering how much I eat. A round-trip domestic flight in a hotel for a long weekend getaway. That's right. I could use the $1,048 to book my birthday trip back home. Pay for the flight, pay for the rental car, have some spending cash. Yeah. I like how in the stupid fun category it told me you can buy 1,048 McChickens. A used Honda Civic fender. No, just the fender, not the car. A tattoo sleeve from a decent artist, or a full back piece from a very questionable one. Yeah, no kidding. Don't go to a questionable tattoo artist, please. Those things are permanent. A 75-inch TV to make you forget you don't own a couch. Yeah, true. I have a futon. I like this type of thing. Mediocre investments. 1.3 shares of NVIDIA. 3/4 of a Taylor Swift ticket. About 10% of what you need to fix your car. Enough to make you say, screw it, and buy a Switch, PS5, and Mario Kart. Well, that's before the whole, tariffs affected the prices of a PS5. I was telling Maddie, our marketing assistant, yesterday, she's been looking for a PS5, and unfortunately, those prices are going right up. So she might want to buy one before it gets too crazy. But anyway, the KBear 101 Secret Sound, powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Man, I got carried away with that break. People are probably like, hey, shut up and play the music. Well, the Secret Sound will return on Monday, 7:05. That's when Victor will tell you the times we'll play that day, and we'll continue going. Who will win $1,048? All thanks to the Advocates. If you want to freak some people out this weekend, we talked about this on the noon hour of Madness and Mayhem. There's this recent trend that's been making the rounds where you tell somebody, like, man, I'm so hungry. I could eat a random person from their Facebook, and you say that random person's name. Well, this one lady on TikTok got the worst case scenario. She recorded it. It's been going viral. She told her coworker, I'm so hungry, I could eat a Jimmy Gibbons. Well, turns out that Jimmy Gibbons to this lady was, in fact, her dead nephew. And this lady did not have the best reaction. I don't know if she knew about the trend, or she was like, what do you mean Jimmy Gibbons? She's like, that's the name of my nephew that's passed. If you want to freak like your friends out, maybe even someone you barely even know, but you have them on Facebook for some reason. Go up to them the next time you see them. Find someone deep into their friends list and just see who can pop up. Who could you freak out more? Maybe bring up like their ex, something like that. Something better than like a dead relative, If someone were to come up to me and say like, I'm so hungry, I could eat insert Peach's grandpa's name here. I'd be like, okay, that's a little weird. My grandpa wasn't on Facebook. What am I even talking about? Thanks for listening to Peach's Pit Party, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Peach's Pit Party is hosted by me, Peaches, a.k.a. Brendan Peach, and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com. Until next time, Peach out.